If you really need a date, like 1 October or 1 November, to change your life or do something positive, then just quit. Honestly. Did you fall on your head? Why wait for a date for motivation when you can start right now with discipline? You think you can lock in for 3 months or 1 month, 2 months, whatever, and then just like a snowball, it will take care of itself. That's actually how it works, but not with everything. You expect to be sleeping poorly, not going to the gym, eating bad foods, like processed foods, consuming content like 8 hours a day, and then going like full grind mode, and then just think like the snowball effect will take care of itself. No, what's it? It's too heavy. It's too much. Snowballing effect works, but with one or two things at a time, and that's so unsexy for most people. That's not what people want to hear. They just want to lock in for 3 months and let the snowball effect take care of itself. That's not how it works. The load is too big, and honestly, drop your ego. That's the title of this video, right? Drop your ego. You're so arrogant to think that you can change your life in 3 months. You can, but not at the skill that you wanted to, or that you're fine with, that you want. And that's arrogance right there. Who the fuck are you, right? You've never been consistent in your entire life, and now you want to suddenly, let me lock in for 3 months and do it for the rest of my life. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not saying don't be motivated, by the way. I'm not saying don't try to achieve your goals. I'm just saying give yourself more time to breathe. Start with the two most important things that you want to do. And just dedicate your entire being to doing those two things. And if that is too much, one thing, right? Meditation or going to the gym. Those two are very important. But the most important one is actually sleep. Sleep, like the foundation of your being, right? You can divide your time in being awake and asleep. If you can divide your time in a day doing awake and asleep, that should tell you how important sleep is, right? But most of you just look away, look at the other side, and focus on the day part. Oh, what can I do in the day? Yeah, that's very also important, but they impact each other. You can't perform as well if your sleep is bad. And people might say, oh yeah, but I function well. I can do things. Shut the fuck up, okay? Because you could do even greater things with better sleep. You're just undervaluing your sleep and overvaluing those 2 hours that you didn't go to bed on time. Were those 2 hours actually worth it? Because let's say you sleep at 12 midnight. Were those 2 hours that you spent between 10 p.m. and 12, were those worth it? Was it worth it? I don't think it was. And you don't think as well. And if you tell yourself, you're just delusional. Because sleep is so important, there's actually no comparable trade-off. There's no better trade-off than sleep. Go fuck yourself. That's actually, if you can come up with a better idea than sleep, then you're fucked. Because you might say, oh yeah, I need to study like those 2 hours. But what about studying during the day? You think those 2 hours would actually give you more attention to work more during the day, so you actually get more done. If you have a test, however, the day after, so you don't sleep because you have a test the day after, I kind of understand, but at the same time, just learn prior. And you might say, oh my god, that's impossible. But it's possible to grind 3 months? You can't even study on time, you fucking dumbass. I guarantee that you've pulled not an all-nighter, but just studied late at night the day before your test. And now you suddenly think you can lock in for 3 months? It's the same thing, by the way. It's both discipline. You couldn't even study on time, and now you want to lock in for 3 months. Oh. Dumbass. You're so dumb. Actually, you're so dumb. So just some quick how to do it correctly, right? How to be consistent and shit. There are concepts like self-image, affirmations, and the workload. There's a lot of things about consistency to get right. And what I did to get it right was I actually locked in for a month or two, but on one thing specifically. So I locked in on, I remember like 2 years ago, I locked in on, it's almost 3 years actually, because I'm turning 20 like in a few months. But 3 years ago, I locked in on not touching my meat, right? No masturbation, no nothing. For months during No Nut November, right? And I did it for a month, and then I realized it was difficult that month, but it was manageable. It was actually doable. And I started to realize, right? Like, oh my god, it's actually possible to not touch my thing for a month. And my high score at that time was like 2 weeks of not touching it, or 1.5 weeks, something. So to go without for 4 weeks was crazy. But I was still there. I was still alive. I could actually do it. I proved to myself I can do this for 4 weeks. And I was like, okay, just let's go to the next month then. This is doable. I can still go. Because I used all my discipline and willpower on that specific thing. And guess what? It became second nature over time. And then I could focus on other things. That's the key to consistency. There's only one thing I've really been consistent with, and that's NoFap. And that's because I dedicated an entire month to not do that. And I let everything else go. Might have been wrong, but I just made sure that I didn't touch my meat. Yeah, that's it. That's how I became consistent with one thing, and it worked. And another thing, even if you fail once, let's say you've been grinding out for a month and you fail once, it's not the end of the world, okay? Stop overthinking that one failure and just move on. Don't deny yourself the opportunity to improve yourself just because you failed once. That's actually, you're your worst enemy, because, oh my god, I did it once, now I'm back to day 0, or I'm still not the same, I can't do this. You're denying yourself the opportunity. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Keep strong, keep going, and keep it to one or two things. One or two things. Maybe going to the gym is very important to you, and getting your sleep right, because those things. And once you get your sleep out, you get more discipline and willpower. You have more mental energy, whatever it's called. Okay, that's about it. We've got some pretty good things here. I think you've done amazing listening. If someone actually made it to the end, you're amazing. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.